I'm Kevin Price with your Price Point Edition. Make sure you check me out over there at Business Talk 1110 AM, KTEK in Houston, and also at usdailyreview.com. So a tale of two states, Illinois and Texas, and one of them, of course, has been one of the greatest job creators over the last few years. In fact, in the last year, Texas produced more jobs than all the rest of the states combined. Meanwhile, the state of Illinois has been, for a long time, creating economic genocide as it tries to wage war on job creators and wealth creators. It's really quite startling, the contrast between the two states. And in spite of the fact that Illinois continues to suffer and Illinois continues to see economic demise and malaise, it continues to move in a path of economic destruction. And a great example is Rahm Emanuel, the mayor of Chicago, who is now basically trying to shut down the sale of guns in his state and the underwriting of the sale of guns through the banks that often work with gun shops. And so he's sending ugly, threatening letters to banks and to gun shops saying, hey, you better bring a stop to this. We don't want to see this exchange take place. And of course, he's using Chicago as a great example of a place that has gun controls that protects people. Right. More people are killed every month in Chicago than in any other theater of war for the United States. Iraq, Afghanistan, forget about it. There's no comparison to the violence that takes place in the city of Chicago, thanks largely to gun control laws, because let's face it, with gun control, only law-abiding citizens abide by gun control laws. That's the problem. That's the dilemma. And so, and historically, any country that has only criminals with guns and the government with guns means there's problems for everyone else that's in between. Texas has a different approach, you know, and I'm hearing this quip that they know the difference in Texas between red tape and red carpets, and they want to give a red carpet not only to businesses like banks in the Illinois area, not only to the gun owners in the Illinois area, but they've had a policy of wanting to create jobs and create a positive business environment that is internationally known. In fact, I like to think of Texas as the entrepreneurial capital of the world. And so it's interesting to see how two states can create two very different situations. Texas, considered one of the most prosperous. We have a balanced budget. We're not looking at draconian spending cuts. And then you got Illinois, which is a basket case. I think I'll take Texas over Illinois. That's my point. What's yours? I'd like to hear it here on the Price Point Edition.